So there's been a big news coming out of Iran with the airstrike killing a top Iranian official. That has actually had a pretty solid impact on Bitcoin's price, sending it up pretty high today and in the hours after the airstrike. And then recently, YouTube took the axe to cryptocurrency videos across the website. And there's been a lot of fallout and backlash and now some backtracking from that. We're joined by Money Morning's cryptocurrency expert, Dave Zeiler. Thanks for being here, Dave.
Always good to be here.
So, in this crypto recap, what's going on with Iran? Let's touch on that really quickly and then dig into the YouTube meat.
Well, of course, this is it's a big deal, and it's a crisis. A lot of people are worried about it. Naturally, stocks go down, and a lot of concern. And what we're seeing is that in the aftermath of this, Bitcoin immediately started going up. And in about 9 hours, it went up about $500, which was about a 7% pop in that period of time, which is a pretty good pop. And of course, most everything else is down except for, of course, gold, which is up about 1.5%. And so what we're seeing here is that Bitcoin is being used as a safe haven, like gold, which doesn't always happen. It's one of these things that's been debated about whether is Bitcoin really a safe haven or not, because sometimes it doesn't go up when gold does, when there's some kind of crisis or concern. But in this case, it was a pretty big deal. Maybe, it's the severity of it means that people were looking for more than one safe haven, and they looked to Bitcoin this time.
So that's good. Just like a nice little touch on that. Switching over to the YouTube and YouTube front. Last week, 2 weeks ago, they cut a lot of cryptocurrency content. What happened with that? Why? And where's it at now?
Well, it happened just before Christmas. It was about the 23rd of December when a whole bunch of crypto content creators on YouTube started complaining that they got some of their content pulled. It wasn't all of their content. It didn't affect everybody, but a bunch of crypto related videos were suddenly pulled off of YouTube. And the messages that these people did receive from YouTube said that they were that was harmful or dangerous content, and that they were engaging in the sale of regulated goods, which in many cases confused these folks because they weren't doing these things. A lot of these videos were educational videos about crypto, and or just commentary about crypto. They didn't seem to be the sort of thing that YouTube should be going after. And of course, knowing the crypto community, there was a huge backlash. People were calling it censorship, and why are they doing this? And it didn't take long. It was about a week, maybe less than a week. YouTube came out and said, oh, sorry, we didn't mean it. Like, they said something about, we have a lot of content and sometimes we make mistakes, and they started to reinstate a lot of the content, but not all of it. Some people complained some of their videos still weren't there. It's sort of, but it's not going to be forgotten for sure, because you have a group of people. I mean, the whole idea of cryptocurrency is that, it's a decentralized, especially Bitcoin, and that means it's not under anyone's control. There's not a government controlling it. There's not a central bank controlling it. That's why people are drawn to it in the first place. And here we have people putting all this content on a centralized platform controlled by one big company that basically can do whatever they want. It's their platform. If they don't want something on it, they can pull it without any reason whatsoever, if that's what they decide to do. And in the aftermath of this, you've got a lot of these content creators saying, we really should have a decentralized platform to put our content on. And even if they continue to use YouTube, I think a lot of these folks are looking for somewhere else to put their content that would be a backup, that would be decentralized, where they wouldn't have this sort of problem where some company could whimsically just yank everything that they have on there, or even some of it. And there are some of these that actually exist. You'd be surprised, but the people who were doing this were mentioning several possibilities. One was called LBRY, and there's a few others that they're like blockchain-based platforms where you can load your content, and they may be very small and insignificant now, but if more people decide they need that, and if YouTube angers a lot of folks because they have a long history of this stuff, this isn't the first incident for them. It's maybe, for crypto people, but they've had a lot of problems with their content creators over the past few years. But it looks like they tried to get ahead of something and went too far.
Yeah, they sure did. So we'll see how the crypto community reacts as they're given a little more time and see if they actually commit to an exodus off the platform. Thanks so much, Dave, for being here. Always good insights. And these are both things to track pretty closely over the coming weeks and months. We'll obviously hear a lot about Iran and probably, hopefully, a little bit more about this YouTube thing.
Yep.
So thanks very much, and we'll catch you next week.
I'll be here.